Okay. Um. All right. .com. Um, I gotta get this computer sped up. Hi, nice kid. Where is how I go? Okay. Yeah, most definitely. All right. So it's supposed to be some sort of pop-out chat. Bro, I am so... This is not for me. Oh, okay. Pop out. Oh, here it is. Yeah, so somebody was telling me that my... Did I even get it right this time? Yeah, so there's two of them. All right. So, sorry, last video said music was too loud. Again, I just hop on here and do this. Go back over every video I've ever done. It is not production quality. I am not a video person. Kinda. So yeah, I get on here and do some crazy stuff. Oh, that's crumpled paper. Like, hurting feelings. I don't know what that's about. All right, so as of right now, let me actually pull this up here. So, Chromium on anti-X. And that way we can share the screen with a new tab. We can share the screen from Chromium to here. And that way we can see the screen on my laptop. Let me hit Y. So what I personally like to use is Block. If you don't know what Block is, this is Block by Square. To me, Square Agent. This one is better than every other one I've ever used. Goose, that's what it's called. I'm sorry. Block comes, I'm tripping. This agent right here, this agent framework right here is the best. It is the best. It beats Claw. What was it? OpenClaw. I was using OpenClaw. It kills Dang, what was that other one I was using? I had to go back. I done used so many of these things over the past year. Alright, so let me go to Chromium. And then we can pull Chromium. Then we'll be able to share that screen over to here. Okay. Here, remote. Man, I love Linux. Oh man, I love Linux. So I'm gonna share my screen. Log in real quick. I definitely recommend Anti-X on a Chromebook if you like Linux. This is amazing. Here's my phone. Yes, it's me. This is my favorite. This Linux right here. It's not installed. Like cancel and share screen. Alright, we just gotta add this extension. Download the unverified file. And properties, permission, allow it to execute. Name. Alright, installing the package. So on the other side, it does say that all the changes have been fixed, but this link may be dead. And I'll pull my goose over here. All green, no strays. It's still running. It says we should have 0,500 errors, so it's still pulling the changes. There we go. There we go. Much cleaner, much better, much better, much better. And it sets admin dashboard. Much better, much better. It says all 13 issues fixed, deployed, and verified live. And the mind should be gone. Yep, we got rid of the mind. All right. So no, I have collected revenue from this project, but not in the form of charging for the service. What I did was I charged a pilot fee, and the pilot is until December. So let's work on, let's see if QR codes are working as it says they should be. All right, so our QR code is working. We can save our QR codes. So all of these things that I add or have added into Clajama were based on actual customer needs. So when you click that QR code, Clajama takes it and converts it to wherever you want it to go. So we do have QR codes working. A lot of people don't realize QR codes are still a huge thing. I still have people who call and ask, hey, I need a QR code for this, I need a QR code for that. What we also want to do is, for example, and let me go ahead and get connected to, let me go ahead and get connected. Okay. I got one last thing to do. And then we'll be able to get this right where I want it. Where are we at with Chromium? And I've already installed this. So let me just open it up in Terminal. New tab. Home. Okay. All right, so it says we should be ready to use it. What? Killing remote so that they can be reloaded. Current session unaffected. Okay, so you need to close both of these. Browser. Chromium. Dun, 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 dun. Okay. Got that one ready to go. So that one's ready to go. All right. So for the QR codes, I would hate for people to have to recreate. They should be able to edit the URL in QR codes. So that way, if they print it on something, you'll have to redo it again. Just go into settings. Yes, it cleared up settings very nicely. EOS workspace. This looks like it is a flaw. EOS workspace is dashboard. Okay. All right, so we just created the directory. And what I'm trying to do is get my NTX machine to connect to Chrome Remote Desktop so you can see the terminal. Can't execute binary. And since we're not using systemd, okay. Dun, dun, dun. Chrome Remote Desktop. All right, so that is what it is. This is what it came through and pulled up here. Still can't access builds. All right, so that's on the next list. So dig, we can't access Clajama projects, tasks, builds, activity, or settings. These are not properly designed. Also, EOS workspace link code does not link, seems to go to our prior demo before integration. Yeah, I actually, like I said, I almost never come into the user interface because you really don't need to. Let's see, I haven't been able to private chat. And one thing to do is you have to make sure that people can't fool the UI. So for example, even if we made it so people could actually message in and be like, oh, okay, there's this issue going on. We couldn't just believe it right off the back. Go to spam, inbox. Yeah, so since people, first time when people, yeah, I get emails from Trump, but I don't vote. Education, issues with ask/change. Change. If a user, if the user is logged in, and well, see, we don't want to go that far with it, because let's just say if I did that ask and change request, where would we go? This is going to get kicked out. Yeah, I'm supposed to get my request changed. Let's see if pipeline. Version 1, 2026, 8.13. That's from yesterday. Golly. Went through 19 stages. All right. These are all the blocks or plugins for Clajama. These are the health checks. And let's see if we can run a check now. That doesn't seem to work. But I know on my side, all of these. Okay, it took a second. Okay. And I kind of want this decluttered, but it's fine the way it is. Did I already hit enter? Or open to run the full pipeline visually. Templates. What is it saying here? And this ain't like Linux where I can keep stuff on top. That's why it asked me last time. Working on my auto business management platform. That's because last time somebody asked me. All right, and I'm happy with this. Where are contracts? Chat with Jama. Chat with Jama for me is still admin dashboard. So let me just sign in as a regular user. Oh, you gonna keep asking me for a fan? Okay. All right, where is this at? It should be coming through. And we shouldn't be going into spam for sure. Davison Company is emailing. Want to sell your idea? No, you want to buy my idea? And we also got an issue with emails after the last change. Request opens to process working on that now. Public shell goes to app shell, and we have to make sure our shells are correct. Review shell usage for public and private. I know you don't want to get into the juicy part. Let's see it do something. Yeah. So that's gonna be the holdup. And if the email, maybe I didn't register it. Let me make sure our terms of service is right. Which this one is personally. Yeah, and see how terms of service is using a different layout. Well, yeah, top priority. TOS. Privacy policy. And all this is correct. Start your business. All right, so say close, no thanks. All right, so this would be a brand new fresh customer. And we need to get that fixed there. No task, your numbers are correct. Request a change. So yeah, so the difference, or why when I'm logged in, it kind of sends me all across the world, is because the separation in the app, in the admin flow, is crossing over with the public flow. Since it's in its own gray area, EOS should take you nowhere. So EOS is getting pulled out on the next update. Yeah, so this looks good for somebody's settings. QR codes. EOS will be swapped out with contracts. And let's go to my projects. Let's see. Create a website about termites. Hey, what's up, girl? Pick a specific species to talk about. Network error. If it ain't one thing, it's another. It is now an EOS shell. Alright, so it's deploying the new EOS shell. And so once this project actually gets the chance to go, so that'll be the first one we make. All right, so what we're gonna do is create our first interface build. However, we do have sites that already exist. All right, so let me just refresh. It says the EOS was updated. All right, so it ran them. It did a build. Still need these to work. So delete. All right. So all right, so let me place when there are no projects, the no projects yet form is not fully designed. It gets a network error when user sends the prompt. However, it does start the process to build it, but it is not known what it is doing or if it's doing anything. Also, the project shell with the navigation for build, settings, activity are not working at all and need to be designed properly. So I'm going to go through here and spot fix, and that will get us to the next stage. So this is chat with Clajama. This is where you would talk about once you have, for example, my store. Do we have any? Well, you wouldn't even need to ask, do you have any orders? Because it's going to tell you, hey, this order's been sitting. Hey, these orders have failed. You might want to reach out to them. And that's on like hybrid. It's helping you do the business. Now, full auto, it's going to make its own decisions. So, hey, this person ain't purchased. It's going to go back and try to get that sale. And that's what everyone in the pilot program is testing. Is, again, I found out about the private chat not working from the pilot testers. That means there's numerous people working with it from a different angle. Let me see if I can get this email. And we also want to make sure that users can't change their emails. I mean, it wouldn't do anything, but it could. For example, if I could change this to someone else's email who has an account, would I be able to make edits on their behalf? You see? So really, but then again, let's just say, for example, I am in need of doing something that I can't do. I've hired someone else and I need them to use the platform for me. They would send the email. I would say, send it back to this person. That person will do the chatting. Subject. Yeah, so we'll do this. I have not been able to open my private chats from my email. Okay. Make sure we don't have no delivery issues, which we may after the last change. Open the links and we'll walk you through the details. Am I still logged into that one? Should be. Yeah, I'm logged in all of them. Alright, so now we have an email sending issue. So as you can see before, this is a private chat link. Open the private chat. They did not work. And it could be too that I opened one days ago and this device, room is fully paired, only 2 devices allowed. And secondly, I want the open chat to go straight into the chat. Okay, so it says it reproduced the error. Unexpected, kills the script block, so the tab navigation is dead. Alright, so what it's working on now is this. It's about to switch this up, get this cleaned up. And so what can you do with Clajama? Clajama is a enterprise operating system. I would love to show so much more right now. But like I said, I don't operate inside of the user interface. I have never even tested it from a browser perspective because I have my own headquarters made into my device. It's actually made into my device. So it says it reproduced the same bug, the switch tab. Switch tab by itself has a syntax error. These top level functions separately. I was checking the top level functions. It was missing the plus operator. Fixed. Let me verify the whole page of scripts now parsed and the tabs work. Yeah, and this got to go. What I was thinking about doing too is making it to where they can check their business email right in here. So it would be your projects, tasks, still kind of figuring out tasks because again, if there's something that it can't do, see no project, you can add a task. Let's see, lose weight. I mean, I need to gain weight, but yeah. So you have to have a project. But task I don't really see as useful. Request a change I don't see as useful because if you're already in here chatting excuse me. If you're already here chatting, why would you need to request a change? And proud of the QR codes. Got my QR code. We got our QR code creator. Now we need to make it to where you can edit the codes. And it's supposed to be it's either in here and it's not linked up, but there is social media, which will be inside the project. There is contract writing and contract interpreting. So actually, I actually would need there would be good to partner up with a lawyer to where we give our disclaimer. It would also be great to have a lawyer look over this. Here's our recommended lawyer. Okay. Phone number on file. And the SMS thing, kind of waiting on that because you have to register a number. I'd already done it. Paid for the money, and it's supposed to be something that takes like I don't know. Okay. And we're just waiting on this to finish. The build model overlay blocks. Tab clicks when the build is in progress. Let me verify by dot. Okay, so we should be able to get a build going once it deploys. Come on. All right, and I gotta actually get up and get everybody ready for school. Hey, wake up. Wake up. Morning. You gotta get your clothes on. We gotta get ready for school. You got almost an hour. Hey, wake up. Wake up. Get up now. Good morning. You got almost an hour to get ready for school. You need to get up now. Hey, listen. Did you hear me? You need to get up now. There's nothing wrong with you. You don't feel sick. You just don't want to get up. All right, let's get on up. I've been here this whole week with you. There's nothing wrong. Get up now and let's get ready for school. I need you. Hey, listen. No. I'm telling you no to all that stuff you're talking about. Get up. We have school today. Watch your head. Bro woke up like this is his last day on earth. I'm so. I fell asleep on the couch. 0 errors, tabs work, input bars work. Now let me scan all key pages for the same class of JavaScript bug. It didn't say it's gone live yet. And this will be torn out once it does. Also, Why would we be looking at all this stuff? This menu is not relevant to a logged in user, because then this will take you here, here, and then I have to put those in to change that. But you wouldn't want to come. Okay, so that works. I like how that's done. Let me get this cleaned up. Ready to build. I have a idea for a business. See if we get a network error. Okay. And in progress, feedback to quick create. Good. Tell me the idea in 1 or 2 lines and what you need first. A website, billing setup, or project plan. I want, and here goes the part. I want a website about gnats. I want it to educate people on gnats. All right, so it went straight into the build. So these things, they don't work as of now, but it's fixing them in the middle. It's going to be a static site. Let me hit a reload. Looks like something got added in here. Oh, okay. See, it is building. Score 0 out of 100. No build files found on disks. So this was the model block renders after the Polar script runs. Build model isn't defined yet. Move to include. And so what I'm going to get it to do, and this was the mind part that I showed in the last video. It actually learns from all these conversations. We have an issue with processes taken because it shouldn't. It looked like it went in and immediately built something, but didn't. So it looks like it did a pass, but spit out the outcome. This right here, these still don't work. So the recent update is still going. Yeah, so it's acting on the dev server right now. Once we could get in and get it to build a website, we'll get to see all the other components come together. Again, I have never tested it from this side. Everybody in the pilot does not come in on this side. They only go through email. Once again, one of them alerted me. Oh, new pricing. So there's a 50% increase. And what we want to do as well is get the machine to do as little processing as possible within these peak hours. Yeah, because that's almost doubling. And I've been burning. I'm talking burning. I think I'm doing like a... Right, hold on. What does it say? Your site is being generated. Oh, that's my alarm. Build, run, deploying all the fixes. Now, in this, I am using DeepSeek. All of this is done with DeepSeek. And it's deploying the new changes. Now, this is my theory. If I can get this Clajama to work as a harness around DeepSeek, which I have put Claude into it, I have definitely tapped Gemini, Claude, and OpenAI. And actually, in the first original builds, the person could go in their settings and pick their model. All right, all URLs being pushed. All right. And it says these should be, nothing's built. Oh, wait. Gating all ES routes, EOS state. All right, now it's securing off the API. So I want to keep this project. It said it built something, or it's building something. I gotta figure out what these new project. So I see what it did. It's optimizing and still leaving some things in place. I want and this must be the build happening. Just flashing and flashing and flashing. It's reloading and reloading. I want to build a website about peanuts and give facts on how nutritious they are. Okay, and see how it jumps straight in. There's an activity we can't see, settings we can't see, tasks we can't see. I already told it what I wanted. It comes in and starts asking questions about what I want to build. But the good part is, I'm going to take this. The weekend is almost here, sir. Okay. All right. EOS and EOS tests are fully public. All right. And so we needed to dig. The projects page is not usable. There are issues in workflow. For example, request a change and chat with Jama are nearly people waking up in here with attitudes are nearly the same. EOS workspace serves what purpose? Top nav should be relevant to logged in user. Let's see, what else did I find over here? Review shell logic for public and private pages. Not yet. Heading dash Excel MB dash 8, as well as the use of H1s. Automated blogging is not running. Open chat button is not opening. Emails are not sending. Need to be able to edit URL and QR code. Hang on 1 second. Chat of projects. The project creation flow is highly flawed. All right, so let me get to